Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? It is Tuesday. Welcome everyone.
Hey everybody. Hey Coop.
Hey Dom, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Doing well. Excited about your 84 this weekend?
Yes, yeah, I think it really was just a combination of putting all the time in over the winter. I mean, yes, it was from 5,500 yards, which is and it was an easier course, but the score still stands. Could have been lower. It could always be lower. But yeah, very excited.
And
Happy
no
with
need
it.
to qualify it, man. That's a great score. I think dropping the handicap this season is definitely on the agenda for you. The race to a 12, maybe even a 10 handicap this season, Dom. I think you can do it.
That's what that was like, maybe 12 is too high after shoot the 84, but we'll see. Next round will be the telling round.
That's right. You got to set high goals. How you doing, C. Bruce? What's up, Mr. Senor?
What's up,
Pretty
everybody?
good. Happy Community Tuesday.
Thanks everybody for being here. I do want to say there is a DAO call following this one. We're going to post the link in DAO General. Shout out to everybody who attended the quiz house earlier. Shout out to Bruce for winning. Aklottom for getting second place. It was a great run of logos and trivia there. So tune in at 7:30 next week for that. It's a good time. But yeah, we're gonna kick it off this week. Did anybody here attend the waste management? I know we had some members in the area. Anyone here on the call make it out to Phoenix this week? Feel free to raise your hand or pop up in the chat. Or if you just watched it on TV and you have some impressions. It seemed to be a little bit rowdier this year than in years past. I don't know, Mr. Senor, do you have some thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think the discourse online has basically fallen into two categories. One is it's gone too far. You have Zach Johnson not only like yelling at fans on the course, which I don't know what they said to him. I don't think any of that was captured, but he's upset. You have Billy Horschel upset. You have Zach Johnson then getting interviewed after basically saying he's tired. He's like all of us after the last couple of years of just global meltdowns. He's not going to the waste management again, but maybe he will if his wife lets him. So you have like that side of it. And then you have like the pure entertainment side, right? Which is it's kind of what the tournament is to a certain extent, and it's what we come to expect out of it. I don't know where I stand in that. Like, number one is it seems like there were legitimate safety concerns this weekend for the first time I'd heard. Someone fell from like a 20-foot tall, uh, not
Bleacher?
building, but like bleacher, right? Some structure on the course. I think there's got to be some middle ground, but it seems like they legitimately lost control of the environment over the weekend. They stopped selling alcohol on Saturday. Sunday, like people were openly defiant of like authority figures on the course. So it only makes it more exciting to wait and see this tournament next year. But I got to think that if it wasn't a designated event, fewer and fewer people are going to show, or golfers are going to show up, right? Like, what's the point? You're getting yelled at. You're getting in fights with drunk posses of people on the side in Scottsdale. But it did not disappoint from an entertainment standpoint. I mean, I chose to watch the end of it rather than starting the Super Bowl, which tells you anything about my commitment to seeing that tournament out. But yeah, it was pretty wild. I'm excited to kind of go back to normalcy with Riv this week, but it was nice to watch Waste Management last week.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say that they skipped the beginning of the Super Bowl to watch the conclusion there, and I think as an entertainment product, and right, social media was a buzz about it. They're certainly capturing the narrative. Is that narrative a positive thing, or the best golfer is going to show up next year? I think those are really important questions that waste management has to open, and of course, the weather is a factor in that. But quiet please is a standard request on the PGA Tour. But did anyone see the clip of John Rahm asking
So
for the
good.
crowd to
So good.
quiet, please, at Live, golf but louder? Like that's what
Yeah.
you signed up for, my guy.
It's like Kevin Bacon in Animal House saying "all is well." It's just like it. Yeah, it's so good how pissy he is about it. I love John Rahm, but just yeah, that was a great.
Really, really good cut there. Yeah, I think golf but louder. It's cool to see the playoffs and the competitions. I caught some of the Saturday play at the airport, which was pretty great. To see that happening with Liv, but I'm still very curious about how that's professionalism and the quality is going to play out over the course of the season. Especially with the strength of the fields, right? It's an interesting dynamic there.
Yeah, there's this concept of carnival. Like obviously everyone knows what Mardi Gras is, but there's these like historical theories around carnival season, and it was a chance for basically the power structure of B to subvert the power structure for like it's almost like the purge for one day.
Yep.
The bottom of the power structure are able to act out their fantasies and get it all out of the way so that they can just be subjugated for the rest of the year. I kind of feel like that's what waste management always has been. It's like, all right, purge weekend, get it all out so we can go back to normal for the rest of the schedule.
I like that. I like that mentality. Yeah, that is a deep human psychology take there. Bruce, it's pretty good. If you guys have any thoughts, feel free to raise your hand on this stuff or chime in the chat on this as well. But I do want to kick it over to our resident pro shop and apparel merch expert, Bruce. The release or at least announcement leaking, I guess, I'm not sure what it is, of Sun Day Red from Tiger, the new brand. Bruce, what are your thoughts? And please, everybody, chime in here on the new gear. Are you buying it? Are you in? What's the takeaway?
I'm definitely not buying it. I mean, I don't know that it's necessarily my thing. I mean, I feel like the reaction's been like 90-10 negative, positive, although I have seen some positive reaction just on Twitter and stuff. I don't know. There's a zillion different apparel brands out there, so something for everybody, but not up my alley. Felt, I don't know, just especially after kind of the arc of Tiger's career and everything, and him being the greatest. It didn't feel fitting to me. Felt a little just kind of run of the mill, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, who knows where it goes? I don't think the logo wasn't really doing it for me either. I know there's been a lot of opinions about that too. I'll take Rightbird over that any day, personally. But I don't know. I'm curious if anyone out there is really digging it.
I'll agree with you that Rightbird definitely takes the cake over the Tiger symbol logo. Mr. Senor, I saw you unmuted.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to shit on new things, right? I think the logo is a pretty unforced error. It doesn't look great, and the gapping between the words. Apparently, Nike held a patent on Sunday Red, and they let it expire. I read online, so I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. I mean, did anyone hear where the Nike Tiger Woods stuff? I mean, I never did. I think it'd be really odd to play on a Sunday with your friends at like a Muni, and one of them shows up with a red polo Tiger anything anyway. It's almost like they shouldn't sell a red polo. But I don't know, the hoodie looked kind of cool. Like I'm sure they'll come out with some good stuff. Hopefully it's more than just a cash grab. The shoes look pretty sweet. I don't know if people saw the shoes today. But not great now, but as a product person, like you got to launch somewhere and hopefully they iterate and get it better. As where I don't have like a hot take on it.
Yeah, I think over time, right, they'll get it right. There's enough smart people and money behind the brand to do it, but I would say this launch has not been favorable from what I've seen across the the spectrum. Yeah, and that's a great comment, Eth. Like if Yeezy, can drop some crazy folding socks at like $200 a pop, right, and sell out instantly, right? Sun Day Red and Tiger Woods can definitely accomplish some great stuff with this brand. So I think it's going to get out there, but it might take some time to recover from this launch. We shall see. We shall see. I'm particularly excited, though, to see Tiger himself be playing this weekend at Riv, the Genesis Open this weekend. Dom, are we queued up to simulate our own rounds on PGA 2K this weekend?
Oh yeah. Yep. You guys spoke it. We're going to the Riviera Genesis Open. The field's looking a lot better this week. And yeah, just check it out on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. You can join by searching Society or going through societies and searching Links Society. Yeah, feel free to participate this weekend. There'll be a watch party this weekend for the Genesis Invitational. And then also a DraftKings contest for our members here. So make sure to stay posted with that. I normally just post it in the members chat just so just the best way of not getting leaked, but yeah, just stay tuned for that. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna kick it back over to you, Coop. Any Links Leagues news here?
The biggest news is that I have to post my scores, and I've been slacking on that, unfortunately. Before we get into Links Leagues, I do want to recap. We had a fantastic member event in Florida this past week. We brought out, I think we had 10 or 12 Links members over the course of 2 days at Cabot Citrus Farms, which I think, will be one of the top golf destinations this year once it's complete. It's a really special, I think, piece of land. About if you draw a line from Orlando and Tampa to connect north from Tampa and west from Orlando, not in a particularly populated area of Florida, right? But the terrain, the topography on what used to be a different course, the redesign there, Kyle Franz, is something really, really cool. The layout, right, is I didn't lose a golf ball in 2 days, which I normally lose like 4 around on your traditional course, and that's on a good day. So I think it's a real golf playground. The hospitality, even for preview play, was really cool. And yeah, Sweno, see you in the chat there. Shot under par for first time shooting under par on 9. So congrats to Sweno. We had Bathtub Dino with the hole-in-one on the short course. Just a really great time out there for the members. We had a videographer out there recording some of the experience and some content. We're going to be sending that out on socials here when all of that is done. We'll have more recaps and more stuff for you. We have an awesome putting competition as well on the Himalayan green. But definitely keep an eye out for info from Cabot and from us on if you're getting out there this year. If you have a chance to travel down there, highly recommend it. But really awesome time out there with Links members. Any other takeaways, Mr. Senor or C. Bruce, while I queue up the wheel of names for Links Leagues?
We talked about all of the fantastic performance that people have had. I will say I was down bad in 2 ways. One, I've never shot under 80. I was through 7, I was even. I then immediately recognized the fact that I was on track to break 40 on 9. Had a hot dog with pimento cheese on it, Wagyu hot dog, by the way, at the comfort station, and proceeded to go double, triple, bogeys only, 1 par in the back, and shot an 86. So that was bad. I also lost the second putting competition, which was like a completely unforced error. It was an uphill putt, and me and I forgot his Discord name. Caddy, what's Bob's? I don't want to dox.
Caddyshack's GC.
Caddy, thank you. We both hit it uphill, rolled all the way back down, and had like an absolute pillow fight to the hole that I lost. So yeah, those were 2 ones. But I also I was beating Zach Barron through 3 holes on the squeeze, so that was like a banner hanging moment. But just a fantastic place. You can tell if anyone's been to Streamsong, and if anyone knows something like Dormy Club, It's like the perfect balance between those two things, where Streamsong is, a big hotel on a big property. You take you take these big vans around to try to get to different places and restaurants. And Dormant Club is like one course with cottages. This is a perfect blend. Like, you can see the vision for this when they have the other course done. They're going to have 2 full 18-hole courses, a great match play executive course, a great par 3 course. The Himalaya putting green is sick. And so being able to go there, stay at a cabin with some friends, and just hang out for a couple of days, I'm really excited to see it in a couple of years and everything goes out. Sweet.
We got DGen up on stage. Welcome to the stage, DGen. How you doing? Good to see you.
Yo, what's good? Hold on, am I on speed? Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me?
We can. And by the way, Mr. Senor, I am uploading the final minutes of that putting competition into Clubhouse, those videos. So if anyone wants to see that,
I'm so excited that everyone's gonna get to see that.
Perfect.
Dude, what a great course. What a great trip. Really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be joining up once the U.S. course happens someday, and I'll be seeing you guys more often for sure. The ankle much better, but definitely messed it up for sure. It is still mad sore even when I just got in bed. Super sore, but it's still alive and we're kicking.
There should be some type of like Purple Heart or injury award for playing through the injury that you did as much as you did. I mean, that ankle was swollen and you toughed it out. You were swinging like one-footed out there. Really incredible.
Swino is my test out there. He's in the audience, but yeah, it was fun though. I didn't want to leave. The course was too cool.
Yeah, it was really, really great out there. I'm glad you got to make it out. And thanks to everyone who attended. We'll have more info. There's been some great recommendations about other courses, other locations to do group trips to. More this year, and we're looking to set those up. So keep an eye out on announcements. Keep an eye on your mulligan in the inboxes for the newsletter as more of those opportunities come to pass, because there's going to be more fun times out there this year for Links members. Absolutely. In addition to, of course, the Spay Bay event schedule, which will be the pinnacle of the vibes. Absolutely. Without further ado, I would like to share the screen for the Wheel of Names. It should be up on the screen there. I do want to shout out Foster1167. I'm not sure if it's the same Foster as we have here in Discord, but Player of the Week with 18 points. Absolutely crushing it out there. But remember to post your scores. We are on round 6, so we're going to spin the wheel for this week's rewards. Oh, and it is RW. You love to see it. Congrats, RW. All right. Love to see that. We will be in touch about your points here shortly. And with that, I'll kick it over to Seabruce for an update on Spay and events, Pro Shop, etc.
Yeah, so at Spay Bay, a lot has continued to be happening there. Been saying this every week, but if you haven't been following along on Twitter, Instagram at Spay Bay GC, definitely do that. We've had a lot of good drone videos, pictures, just content of all the work going on there as all the renovations have started and are in progress. And that's been really cool to see. So definitely follow along there. We're kind of at the point now where a lot of the gorse that will be removed this winter has been removed. We've topped dressed with sand. We've still been doing a lot in terms of extracting sand, figuring out water situation, doing a lot of testing there and everything else. A lot of the not sexy stuff, but stuff that's important for making the course be in prime condition for the coming year and the future. So anyways, definitely follow on there. We'll continue to post stuff and have more content on that going forward. And then Coop mentioned events. So yeah, a couple things to note on events. both for Spay Bay and then for later, or for just kind of broader link stuff for the rest of the year. So for Spay Bay events, details about when we'll be kind of opening up registration and payment and locking in spots for all of those will be coming very soon. And we're kind of finalizing some of the final details and just kind of the sign up process and everything this week. So probably within like next week timeframe, this week and next week, we'll be releasing more details and then starting to open that up for people to sign up for Spay Bay events. As a reminder, maybe Coop, you could send out the link just as a reminder, but it's in the weekly wrap up every week. We've got the agenda already set. We've got our first event coming Memorial Day weekend, which will be kind of the spring meeting for the Spay Bay membership, and also kind of the first look at a lot of the work that's been done on the course, obviously for all the international members. It won't be like fully playable and reversible or anything yet, but this will be like the first time that anyone will be able to see all the work and be able to see some of the new playing angles and the new tees that have been built and all that. It's going to be really awesome. We've got the summer solstice event in June. We'll be able to play golf for over 18 hours, given the latitude of Spay Bay. Got the club championship, member guests in around Labor Day weekend, and then the Links Ryder Cup in October, which is going to be awesome as well. So definitely, if you're planning on going to those, keep an eye out for more details about registration coming soon. It's going to be really awesome this year. The event at Cabot was just a reminder how awesome it is when Links members get together. And that will no doubt be the case next year at all the Spay events. So more details on that coming very soon. And then similarly, for signature events this year, I know I've been getting a lot of questions about this. So we will be releasing details on those coming soon as well. So you can expect that coming late February. And so we'll release at least a first wave of courses and dates later this month. And then, details about when we're going to be opening those up for sale and how we'll be kind of handling the priority access for being able to register for those and all that good stuff. So a lot coming on the events side, and we're working on a bunch of other stuff just beyond those two things as well for kind of link up and some 5-hour events and other things throughout the rest of the year. Some more to come on all that. But keep your eye out for those two, Spay Bay and signature events coming within the next few weeks. Then maybe the last thing I'll touch on before I hand over the mic, Coop, is just a reminder. So the limited run of the Spay Bay head covers, we launched those last week. We literally just have like a handful left. I was just checking the numbers right before we got on here. So if you were thinking about that, thinking about grabbing one of those, we have both driver and hybrid head covers in the shop, proshop.links.golf. They look awesome. The custom fescue Harris tweed design that was made by Fife, our new partner, kind of inspired by Spay Bay. Really awesome design, but yeah, really limited numbers left of those. So if you're thinking about it, go grab them before they're gone. After they're gone in the pro shop, the only spot you'll be able to find them is we have a handful of them on site at Spay Bay. All right, I think that's all I got for various and sundry updates. Scoop.
Love it. Love the information density there. Always a pleasure, Seabruce. Tons of good stuff going on. Keep in mind, this is recorded. You can rewatch this on YouTube, share with your friends. If anybody missed it, if you missed anything tonight, we will post the recording in the recordings channel. And we will be back, of course, next week for Community Tuesday. And we post the weekly update every Friday in the announcements channel. If you're not subscribed to the Mulligan, ping me, let me know, and we can make sure that we have your email address on there to get the latest and greatest updates right in your inbox. But I don't have too much more this evening. I know we have a DAO call to jump into. If there's anything else from you all, if you want to raise your hand, come up on stage, drop a ping in a chat, let us know your thoughts, feedback, quandaries, concerns, or any other information, feel free to ping. But without further ado, I think we can move into the DAO call and proceed on that front. We've got some fun stuff to work on tonight. Cool. In that case, I do hope there's a signature event at Sleepy Hollow, Sweno. If there is, I will be there with y'all, but we do not have confirmation on those yet. I think Seabruce, maybe in March, we'll be dropping that signature events.
Yeah, late February, and then registration probably open up early March, most likely.
Perfect. Fantastic. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see y'all in the chats.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday.